Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Thursday, March 11, 2021. There is no need for the country to be placed under lockdown even if COVID-19 cases are rising, Malacanang said on Wednesday. Palace spokesman Harry Roque Jr. said there was no reason to close businesses again. He added that hospital capacity remained adequate. Roque said out of 1,900 intensive care unit beds, 60% are still available, while 65% of isolation beds remained unoccupied and 75% of ward beds were available. The police have taken the responsibility of implementing physical distancing by another notch by banning public displays of affection. Kissing, hugging, and holding hands in public will not be allowed, according to Philippine National Police Chief Debold Sinas. Couples, members of a family, or close friends were enjoined to keep their distance to help curb the spread of COVID-19. Sinas, however, said those caught displaying affection in public will not be arrested but will be reprimanded. The government will study the possibility of holding 24-hour vaccination once a substantial volume of COVID-19 vaccines arrive in the country, a ranking official of the National Task Force Against COVID-19 said on Wednesday. According to NTF Chief Implementer Vivencio Vince Dizon, the government will study the matter but also need to manage the situation of those who will conduct the vaccination. Quezon City Mayor Josefina Joy Belmonte emerged as the top-performing local chief executive in the National Capital Region, according to an independent non-commissioned survey. Pasig City Mayor Victor Maria Regis Vico Soto and Manila Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso took the second and third spots respectively, followed by Valenzuela City Mayor Rex Gatchalian and Mayor Marcelino Chodoro of Marikina City. The survey was conducted by RP Mission and Development Foundation Incorporated based on face-to-face interviews with 3,500 respondents who were asked to rate their respective mayors regarding their overall job performance for 2020. The survey was conducted from February 20 to 28. The respondents, aged 18 to 70, were registered voters. Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo is ripe for the presidential race in 2022, President Rodrigo Duterte's top lawyer said on Wednesday. Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo made the statement after a new Pulse Asia survey showed that Filipino voters prefer a Go and Duterte tandem in 2022. In his program Counterpoint aired on Wednesday, Panelo said Go, being a longtime aide of the president, has acquired all the qualities needed to be the country's next president. If the elections were held today, it is likely that Go would win as president if paired with Duterte, according to a Pulse Asia survey conducted from February 10 to 19. The Department of Health warned that face masks with valves or slits do not block droplet transmission, hence are ineffective in preventing the spread of COVID-19. According to the Health Department, the copper mask has a slit or hole underneath the chin, which is not an ideal mask for COVID-19 protection. The chief of the Philippine National Police on Wednesday ruled out that the mayor of Calbayog City was ambushed that led to his death, with a criminal investigation and detection group stepping in to probe the incident. Police had identified that 2 police units from Eastern Visayas Police were involved in the incident that resulted in the death of Mayor Ronaldo Aquino. PNP Chief General Debold Sinas, however, ruled out the angle that the local chief executive was ambushed by the involved policemen, who are now under the custody of the Eastern Visayas Police while the investigation is ongoing. The Senate Committee on Public Services approved the renewal of another 25 years of the franchise of the Dito Telecommunity, the country's third telecommunications company. The panel headed by Senator Mary Grace Poe also approved the application and renewal of the franchise of 2 other telcos and the license of 13 broadcast firms, mostly in the provinces. Topping business, net inflows of foreign direct investments sank to $6.54 billion last year, their smallest in 5 years, but breached the full 2020 estimate of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Central bank data showed that the amount, the lowest since 2015's $5.63 billion, was a 24.6% decrease from the adjusted $8.67 billion in 2019. Still, it surpassed the BSP's $6 billion forecast for 2020. In sports, as sporting events gradually transition to the new normal in the pandemic era, the Philippine Basketball Association plans to hold a 2-conference calendar in Season 46 within a 10-month period under a semi-bubble format. The PBA targets April 11 for the season opener following the historic Season 45, which was played inside a bubble facility in Angeles, Pampanga last year. The league is looking at a 4-month Philippine Cup and a 6-month Governor's Cup. Antonio Contreras, Ramon Tufo, and architect Felina Palafox Jr. are today's front page columnists. Contreras discusses President Rodrigo Duterte's admission of guilt and cluelessness on extrajudicial killings. Tufo talks about a Filipina domestic helper repatriated from Syria after her unbelievable experience at the hands of her employers, while architect Palafox discusses the urban planning and architecture as the Philippines marks 500 years of Christianity. Today's editorial believes the government must prioritize water by establishing a government department for it. Read the full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. With the Fort Villa Serran, this is Arik John C. reporting. May you have a safe Thursday ahead.